Good morning, everyone. It is 8:30 on Wednesday, December 23rd, and this morning briefing time. Snapshot of the region this morning. Our numbers are from Monday for the Rio Grande Valley. We do still have the Oklahoma declaration in process. No changes to any of the other stuff on there. As we take a look at the geo platform this morning, there are colors out there, and Randy's going to tell us all about those here in just a moment. Before we go there, no changes at the national level. Both the NRCC and the National Watch remain at level 4 currently. No changes here at the region. The NRCC and the Region Watch still remain at steady state. No changes to our state EOCs. All are at level 4 right now. No changes to the status of our IMATs. We have no shelters to talk about this morning. And taking a quick look at power outages, Arkansas is showing 2,700 right now. Texas has about 800, and all the other ones are less than 200. We'll take a quick look and zoom in a little bit to Arkansas here and show you all the storms, and we'll turn it over to Randy to tell us all about what's happening.
All right, thanks, Paul. Yeah, the storms are ongoing in Arkansas now. There's some warnings with those. There's been some damaging winds. That's been the main threat. Tornado watch has been issued for that area that extends from north central Arkansas through central and southwest into even the far northeast part of Texas and northern Louisiana. It's in a good environment for a few of these storms to potentially begin to produce tornadoes later this morning and into the afternoon. That chance will go up throughout the day, and then really when these storms get to the eastern part of Arkansas, that's when our concern grows quite a bit. But on the broader picture here, you can see that the other concern we've got going on now is the heavy snow and some of the higher terrain in New Mexico, and really the northwestern third of New Mexico is seeing some winter weather and some travel concerns there. And that's pretty much what's ongoing now. Take a look at the next slide here. All right, it looks like our threat matrix, we've really ramped it up quite a bit for today for the eastern part of Arkansas and northern Louisiana. SPC is really concerned. Local offices that we've all taken a look at, we really think there's a pretty good chance that we're going to see some tornadoes in that area. The more significant threat may be just into Region 4, east of the Mississippi River, but right now we're pretty concerned that we could have some. You can see in the top right graphic of the moderate risk from SPC. From Jonesboro and down to around Forest City and even Pine Bluff, Arkansas, that's the area that's probably going to have the highest chance of when these storms really begin to strengthen later this evening. And then the bottom left, it looks like, see here, we've got, the bottom right, I'm sorry, we do have some concern for some heavy rain and potential flooding later on. It would be probably in the next weekend, and then also the chance for some snow, potentially some pretty significant snow accumulations, blowing snow, whiteout conditions, maybe a possibility for New Mexico into the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles next weekend. So quite a bit of weather going on. It looks like these two systems, the one that's departing now, the severe weather threat, and the one that'll be incoming next weekend. So today, here's a little closer look at the risk from SPC, the moderate risk that encompasses the far northeastern portion of Region 6 and really into Region 4. So again, those areas from Jonesboro down to Pine Bluff, Little Rock will be in it. The storms that are headed that way now looks like there's certainly possible that we could see some tornadic activity with that, but those chances go up throughout the afternoon into the evening hours, and until later this evening when most of that activity should push east to the Mississippi River. But anywhere within the yellows, the slight risk and the enhanced risk, and into the moderate risk, there's a chance for large hail damage and winds and tornadoes today. And that area is highlighted in the yellow there in the top left. Severe weather threat that extends across much of the southeast and the Midwest. And ongoing river flooding. Fortunately, that seems to be trending down for now. We'll have to watch these really high rainfall amounts that you see on the bottom right graphic for next weekend. Due to that time frame, it looks like we could have significant rainfall in Oklahoma and Arkansas and even North Texas that would potentially, again, cause localized flash flooding and then eventually some river flooding in the same areas that have seen it. So that's really the two concerns, three concerns really, just ongoing severe weather threat now, river flooding potential flash flood potential this weekend, and also the winter weather in the far western portion of the region. And as far as drought, we're in good conditions there, and the space weather impacts look to be minimal.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Any questions for the Weather Service? Go ahead and type them in the chat window or on the phone, ask your question. Meantime, we take a look at the events going on next week. And on this day in history, I misspelled Arctic. A historic Arctic outbreak spread to the Gulf Coast region. Record low temperatures in New Orleans and in San Angelo. And there is a picture of some hardy palm trees that are grown in San Angelo that are cold resistant. Any questions this morning? All right, everyone. Have a good Wednesday. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning.